Welcome back everyone for another video. Today I'm gonna be telling you the best way to control the rally car, but not on keyboard, but with controller. If you want to see my keyboard video, link will be down in the description below. So let's get started with track 1. Okay. So up first we'll have action keys. Some people don't like using action keys on controller as if it's already an analog device, but action keys on controller actually help with better precision on the tracks. Especially we want that precision with the rally. Firstly, always use action key 2, 40% steering, because it's best designed for the best speed. That's one. So firstly, even with the stadium car, on the stadium car, of course, it's always action key 5, unless like other circumstances. But with the rally, it's like try use a combination between action key 2 and 3, because I'll show you the reason with the rally car to use action key 2. Okay. Here, I have action key 2. The steering is very smooth. That's one. But if I switch to action key 3, the steering is a less smoother. Action key 4 is definitely a no-go zone. Like if I speed up a bit. Okay, I ruined it. I'll try this again. I'll keep action key 5 just to let you see the difference. That's action key 5. It's very, very sharp. You'll lose lots of speed. Action key 4 is less brutal, but still the same thing. You can see it in this corner with action key 5. But with action key 3, for example, it's more smoother. It can also, this smoothness can lead to better times on tracks if you're wondering how to improve. Like if you're like, I want to improve on this track and I don't know how, I've done every turn right, and try a different action keys. Trust me, they will help a lot. Now, if I covered action keys, let me show you why, another reason for using action keys on road. On road, the stadium car is very simple, but with the rally car, it slides. It barely has any grip. It slides a lot, which means less speed. However, if we use action key 2, the sliding is less severe. Like even just tapping, like with the joystick, just like flicking it, not keeping it like smooth, like not holding the thing, just tap. That will really improve your times, and if you manage it well, it's very important. I actually, on my controller, the least amount of action keys I use is the last 4, which are from action key 2 and above, because like let's be honest, 2 wants action key 1. it's kinda useless. It's not used as often, like in this case. Why would you use action key 1? Like, action key 2 is already barely doing anything. So, what I do with my controller, I will make a video about the best combination of buttons for you guys to see how I control my controller, how I've got the key inputs. And I find it pretty simple, like just the joystick for steering and the back buttons are for like the acceleration and brake. You don't really need a lot of complexity to it. Okay. Moving on to wood. Well, what I can say for wood, it's kind of the same thing, action key 2. Like in this case, action key 2 is actually very good. Like even right here, the car is very smooth. However, like cases like here, you might, if I respawn, like you might need sometimes to, not sometimes, honestly quite often, you really want to swap between action keys. Like okay, action key 5 here, it's very, 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 it's very sharp. Less speed. Like, most of the times, very oftenly, you have to switch between action keys. Like here, for example, to get a better turn. Maybe it can be managed with action key 2, honestly. But there is a turn on here that can't be managed using that action key. It's probably the one after that chicane. Like right here you can, but hit, like even here. Okay, we made a bug. I will drive the track safely, I won't really speed up. Like even if I crash, I am gonna continue my way through. I don't want to waste time. Okay, right here. That probably, like, if I go back. Okay, let me try speeding up from here. Okay. Right here. You will need action key 3 if you're going on very, like, heaps amount of speed. And like here, you don't really need any action keys, it's just a straight. But if I attempt to go full speed with this, like, always see my inputs down in the corner. Like, you can see me quite oftenly switching action keys. Like, even right now, action key 3 wasn't enough. I should have used action key 4, but it really depends on your racing line. Like, that's what it really depends on. That's a grass map. I think grass is pretty much the same as dirt, but I'll still cover it. Again, action key 2. Like, with action key 2, you will slide on grass. But still not as much though. Actually, on high speeds you can slide a lot, so I'm not sure if you will need to use action key 1, for example. Because, you know, I might change something with the settings. Okay. Not really recommended, that's what I can tell you. Like, you can use... Again, the small taps will really... Yeah, I don't think action slot 1 will really do a difference there. Yeah, I don't really recommend using action slot 1. It's very uncomfortable. What is there left? I think I still need ice to cover. Yep. Bobsleigh. Okay. With bobsleigh, it's like the stadium car. It's basically just the stadium car. Like, if you realized as well, the rally car has lots of grip, even on ice. That's something we really don't want. To ice slide with this, just put the car sideways and continue your way through. It's a very simple approach. Like, if I also, I might try it with... Even with action key 4, it's very sensitive. So action key 3 in this case is probably the best. You'll probably start like understanding the basics of it as you go with it. It's not really a general rule because there are lots of factors involved, like speed. Like, there's a lot of factors: speed, your racing line, your... Yeah, it's not a general rule you have to follow. Like, on bobsleigh, use action key 3, no. It's... Stuff can be... like, have exceptions. It's very weird. And stuff can get a lot confusing, like when trying to deal with different surfaces as well. I remember this track had something weird with it. I think it was water. Yup. Action key 2, as always. Don't slide. Tap, but don't slide. For example, right here on sharp corners, you will have to slide. It's... As I told you, it's not a general rule. Like, action key 2 isn't always the best. If I do this... Like, even on action key 2 still slides, so... When you have lots of speed... And I realized that the rally car tends to keep its momentum. Even after, like, turns or stuff like that. It keeps lots of momentum. It doesn't slow down as easily. It's very hard to slow down with it. Like, if you want to slow down with it, brake is really necessary, unlike the stadium car where you can just let it cruise through. That's, like, pretty much for water as well. Like, even underwater, I remember there was a... Oopsies. There's a track in the new Spring 2024 campaign where it has the rally car going underwater. Let me try to remember which one it was. That was with Stadium. Not that. Was it? Don't think it's 06. To be honest, I can't remember which track. Um. Okay, quick tip. It's a bit off topic, but I wanted to give you just one tip about this track 3, because it's very annoying with the car slides a lot because of the water. Not acceptable. So what you need to do on this it's very easy on controller if you have an action key. Just don't put the full action key into place, because you can't, like with action key 4, if you see in the downhill, like here, I can make it not as sharp, but like right here. Of course, it's an analog device, so I can like make it steer whatever I want it to steer. So when using action keys, don't think it's gonna be always useful just keeping it at the max. You will have you have to be a bit flexible with it. And I don't think there's anything. Oh, plastic. Actually, that's probably the last thing I might talk about here. It's plastic. Same rule applies, like action key 2. Also on plastic, you can... It's like ice. You can kinda slide on it. I don't know what you can call it, but it's like a slide. Like like this. You can slide with it. And now going back to action key 2. That was a bit bad. But with plastic, it's kind of like the stadium car. You don't want to tap too much. And watch out for like... Yeah, on plastic it's generally hard to control because of... I'm not sure if it works with action. Oopsies. Action key 2. The rally car is very smooth on plastic. Yep, and it's very hard to control. Like if we go around, even the... Okay, camera 3 on this looks very bad. Okay guys, that's pretty much what I can cover for you in this video about controller. If you think I missed anything, please let me know in the comments section below. And see you in the next video. Bye!